Hey Doug, what's up?
Well, hey Pete, what's up with you, man? It's been a while since I did a video in here. Probably because I got out of the routine. I think you forgot to mention in the video that you're talking about a game you're doing for kids. And so it sounds a little weird when you're talking about I've got girl bodies and boy bodies and different girl heads and different boy heads. It just sounds a little weird, and maybe next time tell the full story, because without context it just sounds like you're a serial killer or something. So it made me laugh. But as far as the badges and all that stuff, I liked everything you had. I thought it was pretty cool, like the missions and then the quests and all that. I'll probably have to talk with you on the phone more in detail to see exactly what you're wanting as far as feedback while we look at it together, because you sent me on my phone, but I'm not sure, because some say yes, no, and I'm not sure if those are your selections or the ones that or if they have something to do with the game mechanics. I'm not sure what all that means, so I'll have to talk to you on the phone so you can explain it to me a bit. But I'm assuming those are all different icons and you were trying to play the difference with this one versus this one, or and so on. So yeah, I'll give you more feedback one-on-one. Anyways, it's hard to keep you updated with everything because so many things keep happening and I can't post every other day like I used to. So I don't know if you can notice behind me, but I have a bunch of my computers and monitors and speakers and all these things I'm getting ready for trying to sell before we move. So it's getting pretty serious, this whole sailing thing. There's even talks about moving the schedule up. I don't know if that's even likely, because we have a lot to do with my brother's house. Been working on that for 2 years now. He completely tore out everything, walls, all the drywall. His entire kitchen was torn out, and we moved the kitchen to a different place. He's done so much work on that place, so that's getting closer to being done. It's gonna be hard for him to do all that work on it to make it just right for him and then sell it to go buy a boat and live on it. So it's gonna be a tough one for him, I think. But yeah, good progress there. We got the boat out. We motored the boat around. So 4 adults, 2 teenagers, and a bunch of little kids. But both of our families plus my nephew Ethan. So that was a lot of fun. Just motoring it around and then beaching it, jumping off and doing some flips. We had a lot of fun there. That was just so great seeing the kids like on even though it's a lake, but they're on the boat and they're enjoying it and they're seeing what tiny piece of what it's going to be like for them, the fun parts of it, of doing this journey we want to do. So it was just nice seeing them, enjoy it and start to realize, oh, this is actually going to happen. So doing lots of big steps. We took our boat out sailing. We finally got the mast up for the first time. That was a lot of work. It was more, okay, it wasn't a lot of work. It was a lot of nervousness. Like, is it going to go upright? Is it going to stand upright? Is it going to have all the pieces? But it actually went up pretty easy compared to what we thought. And then, of course, our motor broke when they're in the middle of the lake, so we had to try to fix it. Kept trying, it wasn't working, so we eventually turned to putting the sails back up instead of motoring into the dock, and put the sails up enough to sail in. And we just beached it because when you're sailing, you can't just, when you're waiting in line, you can't just park the boat. It's going to keep drifting, moving, all that stuff. And since we're only under wind power, it's a little harder to control, and pretty new at this, so we just beached it and then walked it over. So that was pretty interesting. I wish I had footage of that, but all of our cameras died. My brother had jumped in the water with his phone, ruining it, actually. That's kind of sad. So we actually won't get any of the footage off his phone, most likely. Also, I am finally handing over everything, the last bits of AWOL, over to Tyler to start mixing. AWOL, and you know what? Here's a scene from AWOL.
All right, Pete. What do you hate about being back?
Nothing, man. I love it.
All right.
What?
Moving on. Todd?
No. Hold on. I want to hear it.
Okay. Find time to go to the gym.
You don't go to the gym, Peter.
For real.
You don't miss the thrill?
No. No, I like being able to sleep at night without worrying about waking up with a mortar in my lap.
Okay, Mr. Family Man. Frank, what does a psychopath like you hate about being back?
All the people. All the stupid, blind people.
Okay. Care to elaborate on that a little bit?
Okay, like, that guy almost ran us off the road earlier. Legally, there's nothing we can do about that. But over there, we had power. We had real power. We have to wait for the law to fight our battles here. And we have to answer to them if our training kicks in at the wrong time.
Kill him.
Kill him.
Kill them all.
Jeez.
You know I like the sound of that?
Frank, what the hell's the matter with you? Have you lost your mind?
So you can see where it's missing like little audio pieces here and there, and that's where Tyler and I will be filling it in. That's where Tyler and I will be filling in the gaps in his studio and putting those little tiny sound effects. I've done almost all the Foley work, but there's still stuff like car door shuts, just unique sounds that we need to, record and put into the movie. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that little clip of it. I know that you color corrected one scene from the movie, and so you got to get a taste of that. And that's probably one of my favorite scenes of the movie that you got to see previously, probably a year ago now. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I just remember that film festival's coming up that our other movie is in. Crap, what day was that? I'll let you know. So I guess to close it up, I'll tell you what my next steps are. Is we really want to try to get the Sailing Brothers, the branding and stuff to that all done. We're still working on a logo. That one's going to be tricky because it's a big decision, the logo and all that. So we're working on that. But I know it's like 2 a.m. now, but I can't help it. I kind of just want to stay up all night and work on the website and getting the blog set up. And I've already got all the social media stuff set up for our channel and all that, and Patreon even. Which we just have it set up so that way nobody takes the name. We're not even trying to raise anything for that for a while, obviously. But yeah, so we're just gonna hope to get all that set up and get our look down and get our wives to start writing some. I think my brother's gonna help too, so his wife and him and my wife, and maybe I'll write some, but I don't know. I'm not really much for writing blogs about my experiences. I don't know. I think I'm do much better telling stories with video, not with me on the video, but taping it. I hate being on camera. And that's another thing too, is doing the Sailing Brother videos. I'm getting more comfortable on camera, and I think it's kind of funny how we started doing this because it was getting me to be more comfortable on camera, and now we're doing this where I have to be on camera as one of the people on the YouTube channel we're doing. So it's kind of weird we started this and then that. So it's really helping me get more comfortable. I don't think I'll ever be comfortable, but more comfortable for sure. But anyways, for tonight, I think I've worked about 10 hours at my normal job, and then I edit about 3, almost, by the time I'm done, I'll be about 4 hours of editing for my other job. And then I think I'm just gonna stay awake and work on the website. So yeah, and then I go back to work at 7 a.m. But I'm pretty wide awake, so yeah, that's up to me.